couple of weeks, I think 4 weeks if I remember well, without doing this live technical analysis due to other responsibility which some of us staff had. We are back with our live technical analysis show, the show which has the main purpose of helping our community to analyze major currency pairs as well as other assets which has been listed by our community. Okay, without further ado, let's start with DXY, long-term technical analysis, of course, not a short-term technical analysis, because I know retail traders, they are now focused on buying DXY because they think that DXY is bullish, but is it really true? Let's find out, and we'll go with major currency pairs, gold, Bitcoin, GJ, and NASDAQ. And if you have any comment, a suggestion, or any market you want us to analyze it together, please comment below. We'll be glad to support you. Okay. So let's now start without delaying. Okay. In order to give you the long-term perspective of DXY, let's analyze the year 2023. Therefore, we'll be easily be able to know what is happening. Generally, 2023 was a range market for DXY, okay? And we have 5 important prices we have to focus on. Of course, the first price was this low, around $100.80 back in February 2023, and the DXY made this push up and made this price, this high around 105.8. Then it pushed back this level, hold again, okay, for the second time in May. Okay, the buyers pushed up. Unfortunately, they failed to make a new higher highs. They made rather a lower lows, a lower high, where we had this downtrend. Okay, trend line. Okay, and then the sellers pushed the lower to this level. For this time, this level was broken. Unfortunately, it was a forced breakout because the price broke below the baseline of DXY, but it couldn't go far below 99.5 support. So 99.75, this was the lowest low for the year 2022, which has been tested by dollar index. Then the bulls was so strong that they broke and close above these two both levels, 104.6 and 105.8, and it printed up the new high around 107.3 here. Okay, so this was the highest high in 2023. This was the lowest low 2023, and these are the two highs, which I may say the minor resistance we printed in 2023, and these levels was broken both in 2023, okay, when the bulls was pushing up here, and there was also broken when it was going down. Okay, unfortunately, still what you have to ask yourself, are these levels still useful to us now? You see, the year of 2023 ended up again at this level, 100.8. So which means that this level is able to hold for 3 times in 2023. 2 times. And for the beginning of 2024, you see it held. And that is why the price was pushing up to this level, which has been the resistance of DXY in June, May, okay, let me see exactly where we was. It was this level was May 29. That is where we had this level. Now the question is, if you observe properly, the price action at this level, you will see that we got double rejection of higher price for the last 2 weeks. This was a rejection of a higher price. Okay, as you see, buyers the week opened the bullish, then the buyers pushed up. Okay, and before the week ends, sellers we got this very strong selling pressure, which causes this price to close below the range. Let me make a zoom out in order to see that. If I pull up my Fibonacci retracement level, you will see that let me customize it for you to see properly. You will see that the sellers pushed the buyers and they closed below the range of this candle, which means that we have strong seller over here. That is what this week was, the meaning behind and the price action in between this candlestick. And of course, remember this was happening at this level, which acted as a resistance back in 2023. For the second week, the following week, sorry, the market opened bearish, okay, as you see it here, and then some days, a few days, and if you remember, this is the week we had the CPI, we had the NFP, and there was hot than expected, of course, okay. That is what caused this market to push up. And back on the Friday, you may remember we had also the PPI numbers, okay, which failed to push up. And again, by analyzing the price action of this week, okay, still again, the sellers managed to close below the range of this candle, okay, for the second consecutive weeks. And remember, all of this is happening at the resistance, the level 104.5.6, which acted as a resistance in May 2023. What does this means? And as you see, now we are printing a bearish candle. Of course, the week it is still running. It could go and close above there. But if this week we could see a close below this open, this will be a bearish signal. This will tell us that this resistance it is holding, and we could see the dollar dropping down and probably coming to retest this low 99.5. Okay, so we could see ranging dollar even in this first quarter of the year, but we'll need to wait properly. What I want you to see is that you are at the area of resistance, and we have rejection for price for the last 2 weeks. So we're waiting for the confirmation. It could be possible that you could see dollar dropping lower. Okay. Now let's continue to daily time frame in order to see the price action. For those who are following us regularly on our WhatsApp group, general WhatsApp group, of course, okay, you know we have highlighted these levels several times, okay. We highlighted these levels. Of course, this one was not there. This level was not there. We highlighted these levels as our support area, and this was has been highlighted like our resistance. And of course, we pointed out this trend line, which is acting as a support for DXY. And the double rejection I was talking about, this is the first week where we got the rejection of our price, and this is the second week. And if you remember well, this push came from NFP moves, and this came where it was the CPIs, and they was expecting that dollar could continue raising up. The worst things happens last week, where we had a PPI which came cooler, hot than expected. Unfortunately, the price has not digested these the fundamentals. It end up closing below, and since then you see from Monday to Tuesday and then Wednesday the price it is dropping low. Okay, now we are sitting at this support 104 support, going to daily time frame because it is the recent broken support, a deep pullback support which could turn into resistance. Okay, unfortunately, if you remember well, I told you about this level around 1045, which was our resistance back in 2023. It was our resistance here. Okay, in May it was our resistance, and that is the same level which caused this drop and made this breakout of this support, which has been tested twice during 2022. Okay, so what does this tells us as traders? Going into higher time frame, we could see dollar. If dollar breaks and close below this support around the 104, this will indicate that we are already doing a reversal. Therefore, we could continue looking, we could start looking for sell opportunities. And of course, at these levels will be where we'll be taking our profits. Okay. But remember, we are not here to tell you, we are not fortunate to tell you what the market will do. Since you are still at this support and you know that everything is possible in Forex trading, okay? If we get a bullish, for example, a pin bar or bullish African pattern here, a morning star pattern here, this will tell us that probably Dora is willing to continue this move up, okay? Then we'll continue to look for buy opportunities, okay? So as a trader, we do not need to forecast the price, okay? What you need to do is to react on what the price is showing us, okay? So we at UTC currently, we are neutral at the dollar index, okay? Because the daily time frame is showing a bullish momentum, okay? It is showing an upward trend, and the weekly time frame is showing rejection of a higher price. So we have, we see the price action, weekly price action, and the daily price action are opposite. Therefore, we are neutral. We need to sit down and wait what the dollar is going to show us. Whether it's going to go up or going to continue to break this support and continue lower. And if you know, we have the FOMC meeting today. Probably with the FOMC meetings outcome, we could know what dollar is trying to do. Of course, I'm 100% sure that the price will digest the meeting results. If dollar is still hawkish, according to this trend, we could see dollar continuing upward trend, okay? But if FOMC cuts the interest rates, we could see the dollar continuing to drop lower here. So now let's go to the major currency pairs in order to see how other markets which are related to dollar are going to digest this FOMC meeting of today. Of course, let's start with US based currency, the USD Japan yen, of course, on our wrist. Going to USD Japan yen, of course, USD Japan yen, it is near at the resistance, the highest resistance, I think, if I do not mistaken, it is the highest resistance since I unfortunately can get data from 2002. Okay, since 2002, USD Japan yen has not traded above this price 152. Okay, it made this resistance back in October 2022. This was our highest resistance, and tested this resistance again in October 2023. So this was the highest high in 2023. Okay, and then now USD Japan yen is trading near this resistance. What does this means? This means that before I go to this conclusion, of course, you see that the USD Japan yen also was making trending above this trend line, okay, which was acting as support. Unfortunately, let's go to 4 hour in order to show you the higher time frame, the price action there. So going to 4 hour, you see that USD Japan yen has broke this trend line, which was acting as a support already, okay? And now we have this daily trend line, which was acting as a support on a daily time frame. And if you check properly currently, the price is making something like a descending triangle, okay, in this zone of this resistance. What does this mean? If dollar collapses, now this is the trend, the triangle I was mentioning, okay? I can say we have this triangle over here now. Okay, if dollar becomes weak, we could see USD Japan yen dropping below this support. If it's a USD Japan yen drops and closes below this support around 149.5 and close below this daily trend line, we should look for selling opportunities. Okay, this is how we can trade USD Japan yen better. You hold on. We don't know whether this triangle it is a continuation or reversal, because remember we're sitting at this resistance. Better wait and see what USD dollar is going to do. Unless you are a scalper, if you are a scalper or a day trader, this trend it is still a bullish. Of course, you can look for buy opportunities and you can catch some pips. But generally, USD Japan yen, maybe we could see a bearish move in the near future. USD CAD, for USD CAD was in the range for 2023. I think I mentioned this one when we made the breakdown of the video we made for 2020, the beginning of 2024. USD CAD was in the range, okay? And it is still sitting in the middle of nowhere. As I mentioned at the beginning of this year, the significant resistance we have since it was in a range market for this year is this price around 139, and our support it is this one around 131, and currently we are sitting in the middle of nowhere or in the middle of the range, okay? We are sitting in the middle of a range. So this will be one of the market very, very hard to trade at the during this period. Unfortunately, fortunately, you see, we are also sitting at this resistance going to daily time frame, okay? And USD CAD is staying there. What we are going to do? We have also this daily trend line. Okay, so this means now that we are in a period where little traders lose their money trading, trying to force the market. Okay, now what we have to do is to wait and see what the dollar is doing, because if it breaks and close below this trend line, of course we will look for sell opportunities. Let me go to 4-hour time frame in order to give you more confluence of what we can do on USD CAD. Now USD CAD is sitting in this zone. Okay, we are sitting in between this daily resistance and this 4-hour support. What will be very nice to trade will be to see a USD CAD closing below this support around 134. There we could look for trade and the break and retest. This will be very nice. And the best buy opportunity will be if we break and close above 136, then that is where we could look for buy opportunities. Okay, but in between here, trading in between here, because dollar is in indecisions, it is not quite good unless you are a scalper. But for the swing traders, the best way will be to wait the dollar and to see where it is going. Going to USD, USD, it is bullish, of course. On the lower time frame, it's bullish, and even on the daily time frame, it is clearly seen that it is bullish. Okay, we have been close and break and close above this level here. Okay, unfortunately, we are sitting at this support which we had in October 2023. So how can we trade this level? Okay, since USD Swiss is an uptrend, the best way to trade USD Swiss, and we have this broken resistance in 2024 already. Now, the best way to trade USD Swiss will be to wait a pullback here. If USD Swiss could continue pushing the loan, gives us a signal there, that is where we can look for buy opportunity. Otherwise, if it continues lower, if dollar becomes bearish and it continues lower, then we can see this support breaking. Another best way to trade USD Swiss will be to see if it make a new higher high, then we can trade a break and the latest. That is the way we can trade USD Swiss. And as you see, USD Swiss is not at any area of value. As I mentioned before, on the dollar index, the best way to trade USD Swiss is to wait USD Swiss to go at the area of value in order to look for buy opportunities. Let's go to Euro USD also. Euro USD, it is a very interesting market. I mentioned this for several times in the past, and I will continue to say that because USD, Euro USD, it trades and it has an inverse correlation with dollar. Okay, and now I want you to mention to see this support which we had on Euro USD in December last year, here around 107. And I want you to see how a price reacted to this support. The price tested this support for first time in February, 5th of February this year. Okay. And the buyers failed to make a new high, and we got this push down. Of course, if you're familiar with you're trading this market consistently, this was NFP, this was CPI, and this is the PPI, which failed to continue pushing the market lower. And As you see, we have this first breakout signal here, and if you watch properly, the price has already broken this resistance, and it is breaking this trend line, which was acting as resistance in 2024. Let me go to 4-hour time frame in order to show you what I mean over here. So we have this trend line here, which was acting as resistance in 2024. Okay, so both this trend line has broken now, as you can see here. It is broken, and this deep pullback resistance, it is already broken. What does this means? Honestly, without waiting on dollar, what dollar is going to do, Euro USD, it is already bullish. It is reversing from this downtrend to the uptrend because we have already made the higher high. Already we have a higher high. Okay, so what I think, Euro USD is going to make a higher low, and the right thing on the vertex of this trend line, I do expect the Euro USD to continue up. The only way I can look for sell opportunity in Euro USD, it is only if it breaks this support around the 106. That is where we are going to look for sell opportunities. Otherwise, I am bullish. At UTC, we are bullish on the dollar or Euro USD. It has already shown the signal for reversal. Going to GBPUSD, GBPUSD is one of the complicated market currently because it was consolidating for a quite long period, even going to higher time frame. Of course, let me go. You see, it was bearish and it has not made a very strong move, and we are approaching, of course, this support around here. Okay, and if you zoom out, you could see how price struggled for the last week of NFP. The price failed to break below this support around the 125. The last week was indecision. So honestly, GBPUSD is one of the pair which is not very clear, which means that probably GBP has the fundamentals is strong as dollar. Okay, so but still you are still struggling to break below this support around the 145. I'm not very interested in GBPUSD currently because of this consolidation, so we don't know where it could go. But since we are bullish on the dollar, I hope bearish. Sorry, I think you see this higher low we made already over here, and we have this resistance, this key level around 126. Okay, if dollar loses its value, okay, I will be looking for buy opportunities at this support already double bottom, and I will be looking for buy opportunities of break and retest of this resistance. Okay, I will be also to look for buy opportunities again at this support, this trend line. Sorry, not support. At this trend line or at this support, I will also look for buy opportunities at in this zone. Okay, so we are bullish on GBPUSD, but we need to wait in order to see what to do. The only way we will look for sell opportunities again in this GBPUSD, it is only if we break and cross below the 125. And for the scalpers and the day trader, of course, you see that the GBPUSD has rejected this resistance, whatever this rejection, and the note is pushing lower. For the scalpers and the day traders, of course, we can make some profit here. But generally, long term, we are bullish on a GBPUSD. Going to AUDUSD, AUDUSD, you see that AUDUSD has broken and closed above this trend line. Okay, AUDUSD has broken this trend line, which was acting as resistance, and made the retest and went up, and of course it made a higher high after breaking this deep pullback resistance here on 4 hour. What does it mean? AUDUSD is bullish currently. Okay, what we are going to do in UTC, since we are already far away of the area of value, if we could get value test of this support again, we will look for buy opportunities without any problem. Now let me give you even the trend line which is acting as support. Okay, that was to show you why we are looking for buy opportunities, and you can see how strong AUDUSD is. Okay, it is now very bullish, so we retrace the bounce of this trend line of this support. That is where we'll be looking for buy opportunities. Okay, New Zealand USD is also another interesting market. This is also showing that New Zealand might be very strong. As I told you, New Zealand and OD, they are cousins. Okay, New Zealand USD was consolidating in this range between the resistance of 0.61 for quite long, and this support around 0.60. Currently, the price has broke our resistance latest, gave us a bullish African pattern. So this is obviously that New Zealand USD, it is bullish. So how are we going to trade this one? If New Zealand USD pulls back again to this level, we could look for buying opportunities and break and delete test. And if it does not and continuing pushing up, okay, of course we will look for break and delete test of this level. This is how we are going to trade NZD and USD. Okay, so this is our predictions for major currency pairs. Okay, generally New Zealand USD, AUDUSD, EURUSD, they are already bullish. They have shown their hands. Okay, buyers are in control of this market. And for your GBPUSD, USDCAD, and USD Japan, we have to wait a little bit to see what the markets are going to do. And now I know that most of you trade gold. Let's go on gold and see what we can do on gold already. But of course, you know, if dollar is bearish, gold could be bullish. Okay, but let's go and see what we have here. Gold was in this descending channel for some times. Okay, remember, if you have any market you want us to analyze it together, you can write it down on the comment. We'll be glad to analyze it together with you. Okay, and if you have any comment or idea, suggestion, of course we'll look on your comments, because we are here for you. Gold, since 2024, the beginning of 2024, it was trending in this channel, downward channel. Okay, that is the price section we have. Of course, wherever you receive now, this yes, this line over here, this was the beginning of 2020. 4. Okay, this is the yearly beginning. Okay, whenever you see it, the symbols, it signals the beginning of year or trading quarter. Okay, so gold for 2024 was trading below in this downward channel. Okay, and now we are in this bullish move. How can we trade the gold? Of course, the gold in short term, you see that it is bullish. What we can do on 4-hour, we can continue looking for buying opportunities. Okay, this was NFP, this was CPI, and this is PPI, which failed to push gold lower. So now you can see in short term that we are trending. We are already at this level, which CPI built here. That is where the CPI brought there. And if you could analyze properly gold on 4 time frame, okay, we had also a broken resistance which could turn support already here. And now what do we have here? For those who are familiar with candlestick pattern, this is a variation of rising three methods, which is a continuations candlestick pattern. What does this tells us? This is a non-brainer that gold is willing to continue up. This is our bullish continuation signal on gold. Okay. So if we get a double bottom on this signal, on this support around 2020, okay, we are looking for buy opportunities, as we can also look for break and retest at this level around 2030, heading to this channel resistance around 2040. So gold, it is bullish. We will only look for sell opportunities if we could break and close below this neckline. That is when we are going to look for selling opportunity. Let's go to BTC USD. Okay, BTC USD, from the beginning of the year, you can go to our video we highlighted on the beginning of the year. We told you that Bitcoin, it is bullish since the beginning of 2024. We were bullish on Bitcoin, but we were surprised even at the UTC because we was expecting that maybe was expecting Bitcoin to come and make a little test of this broken resistance around the 32,000, the key support, which was one of the key resistance was watching on in 2023, and we was surprised to see Bitcoin making a new high before even it tested this support. So Bitcoin is a very, very strong bullish, okay, but it is already away of the area of value. Now we are waiting the break and the retest around this level, around 48,000. We could even come and test this level for 38,000, okay, because it is our deep pullback support. So as we mentioned, Bitcoin is bullish, okay. So we are going to wait on a pullback at this broken resistance, which could turn support around the 38,000. And if we get the signal there, we are going to look for buy opportunity on Bitcoin. Remember, this is the asset, very risky asset, but which you can make a profit if you know how to trade it properly, because you can go. We mentioned the bullishness of Bitcoin back in September, October 2022. That is when we told you about the breakout of this trend line. You can go back to the forecast of Bitcoin. We have 3 videos, if I remember, about Bitcoin. We told you about the breakout of the trend line. We told you about the bullish candle here, which will signal the bullishness of Bitcoin. And if you remember, where our prediction is that Bitcoin is going to reach, for this time, probably it's going to reach 110 level, according to this leading indicator, which we call Fibonacci. If you go to the Fibonacci extension, the first Fibonacci extension level of Bitcoin, it is around 101,090, which is 111,000 nearly. So we do expect, we predict this level back in 2022. We told you that if a Bitcoin bounce from here, it could reach 100,000, $110,000 there. This is where we are expecting Bitcoin to go. Okay. Therefore, we are only waiting for the pullback to continue. Bitcoin, it is one of the strong market where you could look for buying opportunities. If you are a trend following traders, let's go to GP Japan Yen, the one of the cross currency pairs you like a lot, and see how we can trade GJ. Okay. So honestly, GJ, it is trending above nearly at this trend line, which was acting as resistance. It tested this resistance here. For this time, it dropped. Second time dropped and failed to make low. Over time, it was trending above this channel. Okay. Let me make it clear. So we can say that USDJPY, it is trending in this channel. Currently, we can say that GJ is trending in this channel also. Okay, in a daily time frame. And we are already sitting at this resistance. I will not look for buying opportunities and a strong resistance like this. As you see, this trend line was acting as a resistance since July 20 to August 2023. We could not buy at this resistance. Okay. My expectation is that we could see GJ coming to make a collection. Maybe if I get a double top over there, okay, or a strong bearish signal there, I will try to make a counter trade, looking for sell opportunity there. Honestly, at UTC, we are bearish on GJ. Since we are on the resistance, we do think that GJ could come and make another bearish move inside this channel. Okay, this is the best way to trade the channel. So I was going to forget the analysis of USD NASDAQ. It is also on your watch list. Okay, so what do we think about NASDAQ? Okay, NASDAQ was one of the market which was very, very strong bullish since October 2023. This is where we got this very, very, very strong move. NASDAQ, it is very, very, very strong bullish. Okay. And now we are making already this pullback. Okay, we broke this trend line, although did not continue to build our strategy there because it is already broken. But you see, we have this pullback support over here. We have this deep pullback support over here. It is a deep pullback because of the continuation support here is already broken. So it could be possible that if dollar loses value, we could see NASDAQ making another push up here. Okay. So for NASDAQ, we are going to wait for this weekend, probably the next week, to see what is going to happen. Okay. So, but generally, NASDAQ is strong bullish. As you can see that it is making strong higher highs and higher lows, and the market is making shallow pullbacks back. Okay, you see this one here, pullback. Obviously, for any trader who knows how to trade, you can see that we are in clear uptrend. So what you are going to do, it is to look for buy opportunities at this level around 7,200. Okay, this is where we are looking for buy opportunities, especially if dollar loses its value, this will be another stimulus for Nasdaq to continue its bullish move. And if dollar continues its bullish move, we could see this support breaking, then this will signal the bearish move of Nasdaq. But you are not a fortune teller, as I told you. We are traders. We react on the price action. Okay. If it does happen, of course, over the next week of upcoming weeks, we will show you our prediction. Since you do this live technical analysis every week, we'll tell you if we change our mind. But up to now, we are bullish on the Nasdaq and we are looking for buy opportunities. So thank you very much, and let's go to your comments and suggestion and see if there is anything you want us to analyze for you. And we are sorry this video became long because it was 4 weeks without doing this live technical analysis. That is why the video took long. But for the next time, because it are the same markets we do analyze, it will not be long like this. We are going to see how the market is reacting to these levels in order to check whether we can continue with our bias or if we can change our bias. Rio Benja, here we are. Welcome back. Thank you very much, Benja. You will see there even following us. Okay, it is a pleasure to have you on board for sure, because this motivates us and it tells us that what you are doing with our people who are following them. And if this live technical analysis is making you, it's giving you any added value, please comment here. It is a stimulus to what we are doing. $250. Hello, can you have a Kenya Rwanda session? Of course, sometimes we do make Kenya Rwanda sessions, but since our followers are not only Rwandans, we have followers all around the world, from Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, USA, Dubai. That is why we decided to conduct this show in English so that everyone who's following our community could get what we are analyzing here. But if anyone from Rwanda or Burundi, or you are a Rwandan abroad who is not comfortable with this analysis, of course, you can tell us any market you want us to analyze in Kinyarwanda for yourself. We will answer you any language you want, whether Kinyarwanda, French, Swahili, and English. Empela LUTC ndashaka kubabaza mwafasha mukansobanurira icyo bita favor gap. No, this is not the favor gap. We call it the fair value gap. This is a technical used with smart money concept, trading strategy. Okay, and I think the ISD people, those are what which call fair value gap. And the fair value gap, I'm not familiar with those technicals because I'm a price action traders. I try to follow the price, but what we call fair value gap, let me go try to explain you this one. Okay, even Nasdaq, that is where I was. Let me go back there with so what we call a fair value gap. Okay, I want you to watch on this candle here. You see, the buyers pushed here, and the following week the price continues up here without retesting this low. Okay, and then the price continues up this level here. It is what we call fair value gap. Okay, from the smart money concept, it means that if the market moves in a particular direction and they leave what we call a fair value gap, it is obvious there are liquidity which is sitting at this area of value because the banks and the big people, they do not go in the market at once. It is probably that in the future, the market will come to test this zone. Okay, to collect this liquidity and then continue in the same direction. This is what we call fair value gap, okay? And it happens most of the time. You could see also somewhere here, we have a very strong fair value gap here, okay? And you see how the market came to test this zone, okay, around here. This zone, this was our fair value gap, and you see how the price came to test in this zone and then it continued up. That's all I can tell you there. From there, please, okay? Generally, that is the concept over there with the fair value gap. And if you want to understand clearly all of these technical things, you can look for someone who is very, very familiar with smart money concept of city. I do not need all of those concepts because the trend and the price action of a candle, it is enough for me to predict and to know where the market it is heading. Okay, I think I gave you some insight from there. Welcome back, sir. Okay, thank you very much. Anyone built 200? Hello, sir. Hello, Mbuyu. We greet you. So thank you very much. I think those are your comments you had from this show. And as you know, on a Saturday, every Saturday, we release the top 10 markets on watch list for the upcoming week. Don't miss out. And if you are new to this, to UTC, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever we are releasing something. May God bless you and trade safe and see you next time. Ciao.